Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. We have live volleyball action for you today. We're at the Medina Valley High School gym today, and we have district matchup between your Medina Valley Panthers and the Floresville Jaguars. We got a little bit of a late start. We're in progress. Right now the Panthers up 1-0 right now on the Jaguars. Ball in play right now. It's going to be point for Jaguars. The Jaguars tied up 1-1. Panthers on the floor right now have Solis, Griggs, Hurtado, Garza, Sanchez, and McCool serving for. Jaguars are on the serve. Received by McCool. Griggs is going to set it up for an outside swing. Hurtado with a swing, and that's going to go long for a point for the Jaguars. That'll bring the score to 2-1 in favor of the Jaguars. It's number 11 serving for the Jaguars. That is Faith Coldaway. Coldaway with the serve. Received by Sanchez. Going to be set up by Griggs. Hit by Solis, but that's going to go out. So the Panthers right now not finding the court on their attacks. And that'll get a score as 3-1 in favor of the Jaguars right now. Coldaway with the serve. Received by Sanchez again. Little tap over by Griggs. Set up by the Jaguars, back over. And that's going to hit the floor right in front of the back row. Some point Jaguars again. Jaguars coming out hot right now. Panthers getting a little bit of a cold start going on right now. 4-1 is our score. Coldaway with the serve again. Received by McCool. Going to be set up by Hurtado. Little roll shot by Solis. Set up by Jaguars. Nice dig by Sanchez. Big swing by Solis for the kill. So the Panthers finally get another point on the board. The score now 4-2. Again, the visiting Floresville Jaguars in the gymnasium today. Number 9, Hannah Hurtado, the senior for the Panthers, behind the service line. Her serve will be received by the libero for the Jaguars. Going to be set up. Right side attack, dug out by Garza, set up by Sanchez. Big swing by Griggs, and that's going to go long. So we right away, Panthers with 3 long attacks, and that gives us the score to the Jaguars. 5-2 is our score now, and that'll bring to the service line number 3, Mandy Jones. Jones with a serve, received by Griggs, going to be set up by Sanchez, pushed back over again by Sanchez. Jaguars setting it up, little roll shot over, and that's going to go out. Point for the Panthers. Score right now, 5-3. Panthers will rotate. Number 11, Haley Mitchell will go in. Madeline Sanchez will come out. Behind the service line, it will be Griggs, Cameron Griggs now behind the service line. The lefty with the serve to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars. Left side attack by the Jaguars. A little roll shot. Griggs pushes all the way to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars again. And that middle attack will go through the block of the Panthers and fall to the point for a point for the Jaguars. So our score now 6-3. Jaguars going to go through rotation change. That'll bring to the service line number 2, Katie Golick. Golick behind the service line. To the back row. Received by McCool. Set up by Griggs. Back to the middle. Big swing by McCool, but blocked. Pushed back over by McCool. Jaguars struggling to get back over, and that's going to fall for a point. Point Panthers, our score now 6-4. Another rotation change for the Panthers. Garza will come out. Megan Hahn will be back in the game. Megan Hahn back in the front row. Behind the service line is now Sierra Nair in the game now also. Her server go to the back row, and that's going to fall for an ace. Nice serve by Nair. So we're going to give Nair an ace. She'll be back behind the service line again. Our score 6-5. Panthers catching up. Her server go to the back row, dug out by the back row. Going to be set up. Little push shot over. Nice save by Hurtado. Set up by Griggs. And the swing by Megan Hahn will go long. So another long attack goes outside the back line. Give the Jaguars another point. Our score now 7-5. Another rotation change for the Jaguars. That'll bring to the service line number 5, Heather Rodriguez. Rodriguez now serving to the back row. Received by Nair. Set up by Griggs. Swing by Hahn to go to the back row. Our attack is dug out by the Jaguars. Going to be set up. Another big swing by the Jaguars, and that's going to fall to the floor for a point. Kill for the left side there for the Jaguars. And that'll bring our score 8-5. 8-5 in favor of the Jaguars, and that'll be our first timeout. While we have that timeout, we can talk a little bit about our district standings and the relevance of this game. District 28, 5A volleyball. Right now, this is a big, big matchup. We're in the second to last game of the first round. Medina Valley holding a 5-1 district record, and so is Floresville. Floresville also has a 5-1 record, and they're tied for second, trailing behind Harlan, who is a perfect 7-0. So a big district matchup tonight.
Oh, Dwayne, catch your breath.
Yeah, it was a quick start. We had a little bit of technical difficulties getting set up, but we're only live.
Now we are ready to roll.
Coming to you live on YouTube and Facebook, correct?
YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitter.
We're doing Twitter Live now.
And we're rocking and rolling. Now, this first time to use this computer. So from here on out, Dwayne, knock on wood, we are not going to have any more technical difficulties.
Panthers coming out of their timeout. On the floor for the Panthers is going to be Mitchell, Griggs, Hahn, McCool, Nair, and Hurtado. Timeout work served by the Jaguars goes long. So service error by the Jaguars to give the Panthers a point, and that'll bring our score 6-8 in favor of the Jaguars. Number 15, Spencer McCool, the sophomore behind the service line. Her serve will go to the back row, dug out by the libero. Going to be set up.
Mike.
Right side attack. Will go long. So the Jaguars now hitting the ball a little long now, getting the Panthers some points. So our score now 8-7 in favor of the Panthers. McCool will stay behind the service line. Serve by McCool to the back row. Tight against the net. Setter could not handle it. So that'll be point for the Panthers. Panthers tied up now, coming out of that timeout. Our score now 8-8. McCool staying behind the service line. Her server go to the back row. Set up for a right side attack, and that will go long. The right side swing by the Jaguars goes long now, giving the Panthers the lead now, 9-8.
Nice job, ladies. Nice job. Here we go.
McCool also again behind the service line, continue to serve for the Panthers. Her serve to the back row, dug out by the libero, set up for a left side attack, dug out by Nair. Set up by Griggs. Hurtado with a big swing. Jaguar setting it up for a left side swing. Nice dig again by Nair. Set up by Griggs, big swing by Mitchell. Blocked, brought back across on the other side to the Panther side, and will fall for the floor for the point for the Jaguars.
That's
Jaguars tie it up at 9-9.
Little tongue twister already there, Dwayne.
Yep. Number 10, the Victoria Salinas now serving for the Jaguars. Her serve will be received by Nair, set up by Griggs. A little tip over, but that's going to go out. Hahn trying to get the tip over to the left side, but it goes outside the sideline there. And the Jaguars will retake the lead, 10-9. Salinas still behind the service line. Her server go to the back row, received by McCool. Griggs doing the setting. Big swing by Hahn. Dug out, though, by the Jaguars. Little roll shot to the back court, dug out by Nair. McCool setting it up for a left side swing. Nice swing by Hurtado.
Little communication.
Fall to the floor for a point for the Panthers. All tied up again at 10 apiece. Rotation change. Mitchell will come out. Madeline Sanchez will come in and do the serving duties for the Panthers. Sanchez, the server, go to the back row, dug out. Set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing will go into the net. Point Panthers. Panthers retake the lead, 11-10. Again, big district matchup here between the Jaguars and the Panthers, fighting to maintain that second place. Sanchez with the service error, and that ball goes into the net. So service error for Sanchez. That'll bring to the service line for the Jaguars, number 13, Madison Clark, the libero. Her serve will be a floater to the middle back row. Received by Nair, set up by Sanchez, swing on by Hahn. Dug out nicely by the Jaguars. Free ball back over the net. Set up by Sanchez again. Big swing by Griggs. Net violation called by the Jaguars, against the Jaguars. That'll give the point to the Panthers. Rotation change. Nair will come out. Solis will be back in on the front row. Panthers with a 1-point lead, 12-11. Megan Hahn now serving for the Panthers. Hahn served to the back row, just inside the line. Set up by the Jaguars, but the block fails to keep it in the court. So point for the Jaguars, ties it back up 12-12, and that'll bring Colderway to the service line for the Jaguars. Rotation change again for the Panthers. Hahn goes out, Garza comes in. Serve goes to the back row, is going to be set up by Griggs. A little roll shot by Solis, and that'll find the court. Jaguars expecting a big swing by Solis. She just pushes it over, and it finds the court, and it'll be point Panthers. Panthers retake the lead, 13-12. That'll bring Hannah Hurtado, the senior, to the service line for the Panthers.
Great back and forth here, Dwayne. We're seeing some
good matchup so far, Jeff. That serve hits the tape, barely falls to the Jaguars side. They push it back over. Big swing there by Griggs, and it'll get the kill for the Panthers. Our score now 14-12 in favor of the Panthers. Hurtado still behind the service line. Nice little turn of events serve. That serve just hits the top tape of that net, falls over. Hurtado with another nice serve.
Oh,
barely kept in play by the Jaguars. Nice swing, but dug out by Garza. Set up by Sanchez. Hurtado with the swing. It's going to go off one of the Jaguars, but saved by one of the back row of the Jaguars. They take it back over the net, but it's going to go long or out actually on the side there on the far side. So point Panthers. So Panthers now take a 3-point lead. The Jaguars will now take a timeout. So a score of 15-12 in the first set of this district competition. So with that first timeout, you want to take a break, Jeff? Let's go ahead and take a break. Panther Volleyball will return after these messages.
Surprise dealer add-ons on over 500 award-winning vehicles, like a new 2020 Colorado Crew Cab V6, posted at just $24,999, or a 2019 Silverado Crew Cab V8 Texas Edition, lease for $350 a month with zero down, or get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus, get a no-charge spray and bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, a J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3994 for forecast details. For J.D. Power 2019 Dealer information, visit jdpower.com/dealer.
Welcome back to Panther Volleyball. We're here at the Medina Valley Gymnasium. Coming out of break, Panthers serve and get the quick point. Solis with a big kill in the middle front row there. Hannah Hurtado back with the serve again. Our score is 16-12 in favor of the Panthers. Hurtado's serve will go to the back row. Received by Jaguar, set up for a right side swing. Big swing. Panthers will be called in the net, so a point will go to the Jaguars. Score now 16-13. And that's number 3, Mandy Jones now serving for the Jaguars. Her server will go to the back row, received by Hurtado. It's going to be set up by Sanchez for a right side swing by Griggs. And that swing will go out. So the Panthers having a hard time keeping the ball in the court. Score now 16-14 in favor of the Jaguars. Jaguars with a serve, and that's the service area of the Jaguars. That ball will go out on the left side. So Panthers get the point back. Our score now 17-14. Rotation change. Sanchez will come out, and Haley Mitchell will come in on the front row. Cameron Griggs will now have the serving duties for the Panthers. Griggs' serve. Floater to the back row. Set up for a left side attack. Blocked by Solis. Set up by Griggs. Big right side swing by Haley Mitchell, but received by the Jaguars. Back row attack. Nice dig and save by Griggs. Garza with the dig. Griggs set up. Solis with a big swing. That ball's going to go off one of the Jaguars into the stands. Great job by the Panthers earning that point there. Our score now 18-14 in favor of the Panthers. Griggs behind the service line. Good job all the way around there for the Panthers getting that point. Griggs' serve, a floater to the back row. Set up for a middle swing. Huge block by Solis. Solis, a big presence there in the front row. Couldn't got to get the ball around her. So score 19-14 now in favor of the Panthers. Griggs maintaining the serving duties. Griggs with a jump serve to the back row. We set up for a back row attack. That swing is going to go long. Garza doing a smart job there, watching that ball. It was going to be close to be the back row. Just let it go and point for Panthers. We're scoring now 20-14. Panthers kind of running away with it here. Griggs maintaining the serve. Another jump serve will go into the net. So a service error for the Panthers will give the point to the Jaguars. Panthers still up by 5. Our score 20-15 here in the first set. Best of 5. Golick with the serve for the Jaguars. Received by Garza, set up by Griggs. Free ball over the net by Solis. Jaguars setting it up. Right side swing, and that's cross-court swing is going to fall in for point for the Jaguars. Jaguars getting that point. Our score now 20-16. Golick still serving for the Jaguars. Golick serve. Middle back row by McCool. Set up by Griggs. Left side swing by Mitchell will find the floor for a kill, and the point for the Panthers. 21-16 now our score. Rotation change. Han will come out. Han will go in. Garza will come out. Solis comes out. Sierra Nair goes in. Nair going to get the serving duties right away behind the service line. Nair serve to the back row. Be set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing. Huge swing by the Jaguars. Finds the court for a kill. Big swing by the Jaguars. Score now 21-17. Number 5, Heather Rodriguez for the Jaguars now serving. Her serve to the back row, received by Hurtado. Set up by Griggs. A little push shot by McCool. Gets over the net. Brought back over by the libero of the Jaguars. Received by dug out by Nair. Free ball back over by McCool. Jaguar setting it up for left side swing. Griggs pushes it all the way back over to the back line. Received by Nair. Set up by Griggs. Mitchell with a little push shot over. Jaguars tried to do a little sneaky move back behind the back, little two-handed push over, but didn't go over. It went into the net, so error on the Jaguars will give the point back to the Panthers. Our score now 22-17. Spencer McCool behind the service line for the Panthers. McCool with the serve. Received by the Jaguars. Going to be set up for a middle attack. And that will fall in and hit the floor for a point and a kill for the Jaguars. So 22-18 is our score now in favor of the Panthers. Number 10, Victoria Salinas now serving for the Jaguars. Salinas to serve, received by Nair. Going to be set up by Griggs. Mitchell with a swing over, gets it over the net. Jaguars are setting it back up. Back row attack. Received by Griggs. Going to be set up by McCool. Free ball back over the net by Hurtado. Jaguars setting it up for a left side swing. Little push shot. Caught by Griggs. Griggs could not get it set up for the attempted attack. So that's going to fall to the floor. That'll be an error for the Panthers, and that'll bring our score to 22-19. Floresville slowly making their way back into this game. Panthers maintaining a 3-point lead. Salinas with a serve again, received by Hahn, set up by Griggs. Two-handed push shot over the net by Hahn. Jaguar setting it up. Nice dig by Nair. Griggs free ball over the net. Back over, received by McCool. Big swing by Hahn is tipped by one of the back row players of the Jaguars, and that'll fall in for a point. So kill shot by Hahn. Scores 23-19, rotation change. Mitchell will come out. Sanchez will come back in. Sanchez is going to go up behind the service line right away. Serve by Sanchez. Dug out by the Jaguars. Right side attack. Nice dig by Nair. Set up by Sanchez. Big swing by Griggs, but that's going to go long. So the long ball hurting the Panthers right now. 23-20 is our score. Number 13, Madison Clark now serving for the Jaguars, the libero. Libero gets the ball to the net. Received by Griggs. Going to be set up by Sanchez. Griggs with a free ball back over the net. Jaguars setting it up for a left side swing. Big block by Hahn. Jaguars setting it back up again. Little push shot received by Sanchez. Griggs setting it up for a left side swing. Nice kill shot there by Hurtado. Could not be handled by the Jaguars. Rotation change for the Panthers. Nair will come out. Kyla Solis back in with the front row for the Panthers. Serving duties will be now by number 16, Megan Hahn of the Panthers. Our score 24-20.
Got a little timeout there.
We have a set point and a timeout by the Jaguars.
Dwayne, all the timeouts in this first set are sponsored by Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a professional touch. All real estate transactions, including land development, farm and ranch, or construction, owned and operated by Aggie attorneys who know small towns.
Thanks to Gardner Abstract and Land Company for sponsoring Medina Valley Volleyball. This is our second game that we've broadcasted. We plan to do quite a few now as we get into the second part of district play. This is the second to last game. This Panthers will, after this Floresville game, will have Friday night competition against Southside in Southside, and that'll conclude the first part of district play, the first round, if you say. And then we'll start it all over again with Uvalde the following week. So, big matchup here tonight with two 4-1 district record teams. 5-1, excuse me. Panthers coming out of that timeout. On the floor will be Solis, Hurtado, Griggs, Sanchez, McCool, and Hahn will be serving. Hahn server go to the back row. Going to be set up for a back row attack. Nice dig by McCool. Little push shot over by Griggs. Griggs will be in the net, though, however. Net violation on Griggs. Give the point to the Jaguars. Rotation change now. Hahn will come out. Olivia Garza will be back in the back row as a libero. Our score, 24-21. It is set point for this first set. Cold away with the serve for the Jaguars. Set up by Griggs. Huge swing by Solis for the kill and the set. Panthers take set one, 25-21. Teams will switch sides. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll come back for set two. You're listening to Medina Valley Broadcast Network of Panther Volleyball.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367. Broadcasting for Medina Valley, the state of Texas, America, and
space, a final frontier.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Volleyball. We are at the Medina Valley Gymnasium. Medina Valley hosting the Floresville Jaguars. District play. Both teams coming in with a 5-1 district record. Medina Valley takes the first set 25-21. This is a best of 5 competition. Panthers still, both teams still in their timeouts. Panthers doing really good as of late. Dropped the game against Harlan a little over a week ago. Since then, the Panthers have won, I believe it's 3 straight against Eagle Pass. 2 straight against Eagle Pass and Somerset, both with clean sweeps of 3-0 victory. Panthers looking really good right now in district play. They've also beaten Legacy and Southwest. Somerset was the other game. Eagle Pass and Somerset with the clean sweeps, and they've beaten Southwest and Legacy also. So coming out of the set timeouts, Panthers will put on the floor. Back row will be Hahn, Sanchez, and Griggs. Front row will be McCool, Solis, and Hurtado. Right now awaiting the roster check on the court. Referee now checking everyone's number. And right away the Panthers go to rotation. Hahn will come out. The libero, number 10, Olivia Garza, will come in. Jaguars will be serving first. That's number 11, Faith Coldaway, will be serving first for the Panthers. Panthers on your left side of your screen. Jaguars on your right side of the screen, wearing the maroon. Panthers wearing their orange. Liberos, black for the Panthers and gray for the Jaguars. Whistle is blown. We're ready for the first serve of the second set. Server go to the back row. Nice receive by Sanchez. Going to be pushed back over by Hurtado. Jaguars setting it up for a left side attack. That's going to hit the antenna and be out of play. So when it hits that little red and white antenna on the edge of the net, it's considered out. So Panthers will get the first point. Hannah Hurtado with the receiving duties for the Panthers. Hurtado serve, goes to the back row. Set up tight against the net, pushed back over by the Jaguars. Greaves going to set it up for a middle pushover by Solis. A nice little push by Solis will find the floor. And what works real good, Jeff, is when Solis hammers the ball right before that, they start backing up when they set her up, and she just barely tipped it over and hit the floor for the second point for the Panthers.
Good little mix, get Solis going.
Mixed it up, yes.
Yep.
Hurtado, nice serve. Barely handled by the Jaguar. Jaguars set it up, and it's going to be a kill for the Jaguars. The ball's going to go off Garza in the back row and fall for a kill. So 2-1 our score now. Mandy Jones will be serving for the Jaguars. Serve to the back row, received by Hurtado. Set up by Sanchez. Right side attack by Griggs. Nice dig out by the Jaguars. Back over. And that ball is going to be called in. That swing by the Jaguars is going to be called in. They're going to call it a tip against the Panthers. So Coach Griggs now sending the captain out to talk to the to one of the line judges and ask them, did they see a tip? So conversation going on the line, judge, Coach Griggs, and a lot of fans here saying they saw a tip before the ball.
They didn't see a tip.
Oh, didn't see a tip before. That's what it is. We're not wanting a tip there. The ball did land. Let's see what they're saying here. They are calling the tip.
They're not going to go against
so they are calling the tip.
The line judge there.
So that ties it up. Our score 2-2 now. Jones with the serve. Received by Griggs. Set up by Sanchez. Two-handed pushover by Griggs. Nice dig by the libero for the Jaguars. Set up, free ball back over the net. Set up by Griggs. McCool with a little push, little roll shot over the net, and that's going to fall to the floor. So 3-2 our score now. Panthers playing some smart ball right now, taking advantage of the big swings they've had earlier to get little push shots that just go over and fall to the floor. So 3-2 our score now in set number 2. Griggs will be serving now for the Panthers. Griggs is served to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing. Nice dig by Garza. Set up by Griggs. Big swing by Hurtado. Dug out nicely by the Jaguars, setting it up for a back row attack. Nice dig again by Garza. Two-handed push shot by Mitchell back over. Jaguars setting it back up again. Big swing by Jaguars. Set up by Garza. Big swing by McCool. Dug out nicely by the Jaguars. Left side attack. It's going to be a little push shot by the Jaguars. Back over by McCool. McCool sends it back over. Jaguars setting it back up again. A little push shot now by the Jaguars. Set back over by Solis. Set up by the Jaguars. Left side attack. Nice save by McCool and Hurtado. Garza brings it back over with the free ball, and it goes out. Garza pushes that ball to the left side, just barely outside the line. So that, after all that volleying, the point goes to the Jaguars. Our score now 3-3. Number 2, Gull Lake now for the Jaguars. with the serving duties. Server go to the back row, received by McCool. Going to be set up by Griggs. Big swing by Solis, but that's going to go out. So the Jaguars now take the lead 4-3. Golick continuing with the serving duties. Her server go to the back row, received by Hurtado.
Oh, yeah, she was in the net.
Attempted set up by Griggs, but that's going to be,
slapped the net.
yeah, number 8 went into the net. It's going to be a net violation on the Jaguars. So point we go to the Panthers, go back to the rotation chains, Garza out, and Hahn back in. Solis will also come out, and Sierra Nair will now come in. Sierra now with the serving duties for the Panthers. Nair serving from the middle of the court. Nice serve by Nair, received by the Jaguars. Right side attack, going to the back row, dug out nicely by Nair. Set up by Griggs. Hahn with a free ball back over the net, set up by the Jaguars. Nice kill by Megan Hahn, reaches over the net and pushes that ball to the floor. And they are saying, yeah, point will go to the Panthers. I thought they were going to give that, call it a violation against
the referee
against
stood
them.
Firm. She shook her head, no.
Point Panthers. Score 5-4 in favor of the Panthers. Nair serve back to the back row. Dug out by Libero. Set up. Left side attack. Received by Hahn. Back over by Mitchell. Set up. Going to be set up now for the Jaguars. Right side attack. Off the arms of Griggs. Kind of shanked that ball a little bit, and that's going to give the point to the Jaguars. And that ties it back up at 5-5. So early, like the previous set, early on, going back and forth with the ties. Number 5, Heather Rodriguez now serving for the Jaguars. Her server go to the back row, dug out by Nair. Set up by Griggs, little push shot by Hahn, and that will find the floor. A little roll shot by Hahn, finds the floor in the middle of nowhere there in the center of the court. So Panthers retake the lead 6-5 in this second set. Behind the service line for the Panthers will be number 15, Spencer McCool. McCool serving from the left side. Cross-court serve. Set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing blocked by Hahn. Back into play by the Jaguars. Set up again by the Panthers. Big swing by Mitchell. Mitchell set up there by Nair. Big swing from the right side by Mitchell on the attack. It gets the point. Panthers now take a 2-point lead, 7-5. McCool behind the service line again. Serving from the left side. Cool serve to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Right side attack. Dug out by Nair. Saved by McCool back in play. Griggs will get the free ball back over the net. Jaguars getting it back over. Dug out by Nair. Left side swing by Hurtado. Dug out by Jaguars. Put back in play. They're going to call a net violation on the Panthers. So net violation for the Panthers will give the Jaguars a point. Our score now is 7-6 here in set number 2.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but nobody
I didn't see it either, Jeff. Apparently she slid there into the net. Salinas, number 10 for the Jaguars, serving from the right side of the back line. Dug out by Nair. Set up by Griggs. A little push shot by Hahn, and that's going to find the floor. Panthers doing really good with the little push shots, little roll shots that find the floor. Rotation change. Mitchell will come out. Madison Sanchez back in, and she will have the serving duties for the Panthers. Serving from the middle of the court. Sanchez serve received by the Jaguars. Going to be set up for a left side attack. And that ball is going to go off of Nair for the point for the Jaguars. So a kill for the Jaguars. Our score now 8-7. Panthers maintaining a 1-point lead. Madison Clark, the libero, now serving for the Jaguars. Clark server go to the back row, received by Griggs. Set up by Sanchez. On with a swing, and that ball is going to go long. So a swing error by the Panthers. Give the point to the Jaguars, and that will tie it up at 8 apiece. Clark was serving again to the back row, dug out by Griggs. Going to be set up by Nair. Free ball back over the net by Sanchez. Set up by the Jaguars. Right side attack. Dug out by Sanchez and back over the net by Griggs. And again, the little push shot falls to the floor. Point Panthers. Rotation change for the Panthers. Nair will come out. Solis will come in. Megan Hahn behind the service line. Now serving for the Panthers. Hahn serving for the middle of the court. Her serve will go to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Right side swing by the Jaguars. Dug out nicely by Hahn. Set up by Sanchez. Big swing by Hurtado. Goes off the blocker's hands. Set up by the Jaguars. Little push shot by the Jaguars. Back into play. Hahn setting it up for left side swing by Hurtado. Big swing, but dug out nicely by the libero. Right side push shot by the Jaguars. Set up by Griggs. Big swing by Kyla Solis. For the kill for the Panthers. Big swing by Kyla Solis. Finds the floor for the kill and the point for the Panthers. 10-8 now our score. Panthers up with a 2-point lead now. Hahn will be back behind the service line again.
You know, I don't think Hannah can hit a ball harder. She hit that one. She came through there and hammered it, and Floresville did a good job picking it up.
Brought back over by Jaguars. Set up by Sanchez. Push two-handed push over by Griggs. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Left side attack. Received by McCool. Nice dig. Griggs with a try for a cross-court attack that just goes out. Point for the Jaguars. Our score now 10-9. Jaguars hanging in there. Rotation change. Hahn out. Garza back in. Number 11, Coldaway now serving for the Jaguars. Serving from the right side, or serve go to the middle back row. Received by Sanchez. Set up by Griggs. Another huge swing by Solis. Will be a kill from the point for the Panthers. Nice setup and swing there for the Panthers. Finding that middle hitter there, Solis.
Nice
score now 11-9.
There between the setter and the hitter.
Exactly, Jeff.
They had it. They knew what they were about to do.
Serve by Hurtado will go into the net for a service error. So that'll bring the Jaguars back within one. Our score 11-10. Number 3, Mandy Jones now serving for Jaguars. Their server go to the back row. Received by Griggs. Going to be set up by Sanchez. Back to Griggs for the swing. Big swing, but received by the Jaguars. Set up. Free ball back over the net. McCool digs it out. Two-handed push by Griggs. Received by Jaguars. Back over by the Jaguars. Garza attempted to get that ball up in the air. Couldn't quite get the dig. Sanchez tried to get it back over, and that's going to fall a point for the Jaguars.
Sorry, Dwayne. It was funny watching the girls' reaction after Griggs threw that one back in her face.
Our score tied up again. Solis with a little tip shot. Goes back over, though received by the Jaguars this time. Big swing by the Jaguars, dug out by Garza. Now big swing by Griggs, dug out again by the Jaguars. Get it back into play, back to the back row. Garza setting it up for a left side swing by McCool. That's dug out by the Jaguars. Back over by Jaguars, set up by Sanchez. Big swing by McCool from the left side, and that will find the floor for a kill.
Yeah, she had all the
lot of
time
volleying
she needed on that one.
Yeah,
she
a lot
had
of
it lined up and ready to go.
A lot of volleying going on for that point there for the Panthers. Well deserved. Panthers retake the lead, 12-11. Griggs now behind the service line. Her serve to the back row, dug out by the libero. Going to be set up for a middle swing. Dug out by Garza, set up by Griggs. Mitchell with a swing, though, goes into the net. It's an unforced error for the Panthers. Will give the point to the Jaguars, which will tie it back up at 12 apiece now. Number 2, Katie Golick now serving for the Jaguars. Her server go to the back row, dug out by Hurtado. Set up by Griggs. McCool with the swing to the back row, but dug out by the Jaguars. Right side swing by the Jaguars, dug out by Griggs. Set up by Mitchell, big swing by McCool. Back in the play by the Jaguars. Little roll shot by the Jaguars, going to be set up by Griggs. Mitchell with a little push shot back over. Jaguars setting it up. Back row attack by the Jaguars, dug out by Garza. Set up by Griggs. Nice little tip over by McCool. Back over again by the Jaguars, back by the Panthers. Set up by Griggs. Slide play by the Panthers. Jaguars keeping in play. Free ball back up, set up by Garza. Two-handed push by Griggs goes in for the point. Nice play again by the Panthers setting that up. Griggs, nice little sneaky move. Instead of setting the ball, she pushes it back over for the point. So our score now 13-12 in favor of the Panthers. Jaguars will call a timeout, and with that, we'll take a...
That timeout is sponsored by Garner Abstract and Land Company, but we will try to take a quick break, Dwayne.
Take a quick break and hear these messages from our sponsors. Panther Volleyball will return after these messages.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Volleyball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet, our title sponsor. Panthers are in set number 2, have a 1-point advantage, 13-12. Coming out of a Jaguar timeout. Panthers are set on the floor, send back out on the floor with the rotation change. Sierra Nair will go in the game. We'll have Nair, Griggs, McCool, Mitchell, Hahn, and Hurtado on the floor for the Panthers. So the Panthers just had that point. The serving to use will go to Sierra Nair, number 14, the senior for the Panthers. Her serve to the back row, dug out by the libero. Going to be set up for a right-handed swing, and that ball's going to go out. Big swing by the Jaguars, but it's going to go long, and that'll give the point to the Panthers. Score 14-12. Panthers up by 2 now here in this second set. Panthers taking the first set. Their serve to the back row, set up by the Jaguars. The set was a little bit awkward there, and that middle row hitter there could not get to it. So it's going to be an error on the Jaguars and a point for the Panthers. Panthers go up by 3 now, 15-12 here in the second set. Nair still behind the service line for the Panthers. Her serve goes to the back row. Can be set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing. Nice swing by the Jaguars. That'll fall right in front of the back line for a kill and the point for the Jaguars. The Jaguars come within 2 now, 15, I believe it's 15-13, not sure. Yes, it's 15-13. They just changed the point on the scoreboard. So number 5, Heather Rodriguez now serving for the Jaguars. Rodriguez's serve, go to the back row. And that's going to fall in for an ace. Nair unable to handle that ball. So the Jaguars crawl within 1 point again, 15-14 our score now. Rodriguez still behind the service line for the Jaguars. Her serve will be tipped by Hurtado and go out. So just like that, we have a tie ball game, 15-all. So Rodriguez again serving for the Jaguars. Her serve to the back row. That ball is going to be long with service there. She tried to go one too many times at that back line. Ended up going out this time, point for the Panthers. So the Panthers back with a 1-point advantage, 16-15. That'll bring to the service line Spencer McCool. Spencer McCool serving for the far left-hand corner. Server will be down the line. Dug out with a barrel, set up by the Jaguars. Blocked by Hahn, back across. Jaguars put it back across. Set up by Griggs. Little push shot by Hurtado, and that'll fall to the floor. Jaguars unable to handle a little push shot by Hurtado and point Panthers. So Panthers real quick, just like that, back up by 2. Our score is 17-15. McCool again behind the service line. Her serve will go to the back row. Dug out by the back row, set up. Little tip shot does not make it to the net. So an error by the Jaguars will give a point to the Panthers. So Panthers now, just like that from a tie ball game, up by 3, 18-15 here in this second set. McCool continues to serve for the Panthers. McCool serve, a little floater. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing. Panthers will be called in the net, though. Panthers called in the net. Mistake there by the Panthers. Our score now 18-16. Served by the Panthers. will be served by the Jaguars, goes long, and the point right back to the Panthers. That was number 11, Faith Coldaway, serving there for the Jaguars. Panthers back to a 3-point lead. Rotation change. Mitchell will be out. Sanchez back in the game. Sanchez will now be serving. Serve to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars. Left side swing. Leg blocked by Hahn. Back in play by the Jaguars. And that attack there from the middle goes into the net. Point Panthers. So Panthers now with a 4-point lead. Our biggest lead of this set so far. 20-16 is our score now. We go to 25.
I feel like Bob Euchre during volleyball.
Sanchez's service back over the net, set up by the Jaguars. Two-handed push back over, and that's going to be called a double, that two-handed push.
Not really Bob Euchre, but his sidekick.
The sidekick for Euchre?
Great plug-in there, Monty or Maury, or what is this?
I don't remember what he looks like, so I can't say you look just like him, too.
Oh, no,
so.
I don't look like him.
So that's going to be a point for the Panthers. 21-16, Panthers go up by 5. Sanchez still behind the service line. Serve to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars. Big swing by the Jaguars. It'll go off the blocker's hand in the front row and fall to the floor for a point for the Jaguars. Our score now 21-17.
That one kind of crawled over the net, Dwayne.
Yeah, it had a lot of spin on it, Jeff, and it went straight down after it hit the net. Number 13, the libero, Madison Clark, now serving for the Jaguars. Clark's serve, a jump serve, goes to the back row, received by Nair. Set up by Sanchez. A swing by Hahn, received by the Jaguars. Big swing by the Jaguars left side, nicely dug out by McCool. Two-handed push shot by Griggs, try to find the cross-court corner. Gets sent back over, but Hahn stops it in midstream there and pushes straight to the floor from the middle of the net there. So that'll be a point for the Panthers. Rotation change, Solis will come in, Nair will come out. Panthers continue with a 5-point lead, 22-17 now. Hahn serving now for the Panthers from the middle of the court. Her serve will go to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Right side swing. Will find the line on the right side for the point.
Hey, great seats, eh, buddy? I could see that from way up here. That was out.
Nice swing by the Jaguars. Rotation change now for the Panthers. Hahn out. Garza back in. Our score 22-18. Panthers up by 4. Coldaway now serving for the Jaguars. Received by Garza, set up by Sanchez. Two-handed push shot over by Hurtado, and that's going to be called a double. So that's the only drawback about the two-handed push shot. You can get a double out of that if you're not careful, and that's what happened there. So the point will go to the Jaguars. Our score now 22-19. Jaguars crawling back in. However, service error for the Jaguars gives the point right back to the Panthers.
Big break there.
Service errors will kill you, Jeff.
Especially in that situation, we
23-19 now. Hurtado behind the service line. Hurtado's serve goes to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguar. Right side swing. Dug out by Garza. Going to be set up by Sanchez. Free ball back over the net by Griggs. Jaguar setting it out for a little tip. Dug out by Hannah Hurtado. Solis with a huge kill off the set by Griggs. Big swing by Kyla Solis for the kill. Off the blocker's hand there in the front row. 24-19 now is our score. Panthers in for set point right now. Set point of set number 2, 24-19. Hurtado with the serve. Our serve will go to the back row. Dug out by the libero. Going to be set up. Little roll shot. Saved by Garza. Back into play over the net by Hurtado. Set up by the Jaguars. Right side swing. It's going to be a little tip shot that doesn't go over the net. That was set point. That's going to give the Panthers set number 2. So after 2, Panthers lead 2-0. So we'll take a short break here between sets. We'll take a long break here after between sets as they rotate the court here. And Panther Volleyball will return after these messages.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community 80 years ago. And for 80 years, we've delivered safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We're proud to be a part of this community and to serve beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and so much more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
You're watching Medina Valley Sports. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right. Swiping now.
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
MVBN.
Welcome back to the Panther Gymnasium. We are in district play here. We have Medina Valley Volleyball. Medina Valley up on the Floresville Jaguars 2-0. First set being a 25-21 victory. Second set being a 25-19 victory. We're going to a third set. It's the best of 3 out of 5 here for this district play. Panthers on the court right now. We have Solis, Griggs, Hurtado, Sanchez, McCool, and Hahn. Starting set 3 of this district play against the Floresville Jaguars. It's hard, Jeff, to call them Jaguars when you've been calling them Tigers for all them years.
True. Let's see.
Referees checking rosters right now to make sure they got the starting lineups correct on the floor. Libero switch out for the Jaguars. Megan Hahn behind the service line for the Panthers. And this will be the first serve of set number 3. Hahn serve to the back row, dug out by Libero. Did not dig it out. It's going to be an ace for Megan Hahn. Megan Hahn scoring the first points for the Panthers with an ace. So Panthers quickly go up 1-0 on the Jaguars. Hahn second serve to the back row, going to be set up by the Jaguars. Middle attack, dug out nicely by McCool, set up by Sanchez. Sanchez's set will be called a double, though. So, score even at 1 apiece. And there'll be a rotation change. Hahn will come out after serving, and Garza will go in. Garza, the libero for the Panthers in the off-colored jersey. Serve to the back row, received by Sanchez. Set up by Griggs, roll shot over by Solis, dug out by Garza, set up by Sanchez. Left side attack by Hurtado will go off the blocker's hand for a kill. 2-1 our score now in favor of the Panthers. Panthers will get back to serving duties. We'll send behind the service line number 9, the senior, Hannah Hurtado. Hurtado serving from the middle of the court. Hurtado serve will go into the net for a service error. So that point given right back to the Jaguars with a service error. Number 3, Mandy Jones now serving for the Jaguars, serving from the middle of court. Goes to the back row, and that will fall in for ace. Hurtado unable to receive that serve, and the Jaguars will have a serving ace. Mandy Jones still serving for the Jaguars. Our score 3-2 in favor of the Jaguars. And that serve will fall in for another ace. That one all the way to the back row, the back line. Hurtado wasn't sure whether to attempt that or not and kind of let it go, and it fell just inside the back row line for a point. Yeah. So a 4-2 score now in favor of the Jaguars. Jones with the serve again. Back to that side of the court. Dug out by Griggs. Going to be put in play by Sanchez and back over the net by McCool with a two-handed push. Set up by the Jaguars. Big swing by the Jaguars. Blocked by Griggs. Griggs setting it up for McCool with a two-handed push. And that will be called for a double. The dreaded two-handed push double got called against the Panthers there. So a lot of errors right now for the Panthers beginning of this third set.
Yeah, self-inflicted.
Yes, they are.
Right now.
Jones with a serve. Received by Hurtado. Big swing by Solis. Nice little short setup there by Sanchez. Big kill again by Solis.
That'll cure it real quick.
That's exactly what it did. Now we get to hopefully get the momentum shifting back to the Panthers. So rotation change. Sanchez out. And Mitchell back in. Griggs now behind the service line, serving from the right side. And that's going to fall for an ace for the Panthers. So the Panthers get the ace back. I believe that's a second ace for Griggs for the night.
You know, Dwayne, we didn't talk much in between sets, but this is a big set right here against, somebody that you're battling for that second spot right now.
Absolutely, Jeff. Little float serve gets pancaked by the Jaguars, but does not get up enough, and that'll fall in for another ace for Griggs on a beautiful little float serve.
And my point being that you need to come out in this third set and take care of business.
Exactly, Jeff. You don't want to make this any longer than what you
right.
need to be.
Don't give them any kind of momentum.
Griggs with a float serve back over again, received by back row. Serve set up by the Jaguars. Huge block by Carlos Solis in the middle front row there.
And
Solis with the block. Solis having an outstanding match so far.
Sorry, Dwayne, you've seen number 12, Carlos Solis, kind of step up like she should in a situation.
And that's
like
exactly
this.
what she's doing.
She's
she stepped up, Jeff.
the tallest person on the floor,
Doing her job. Float
Absolutely.
serve by Griggs. Received by the Jaguars. Left side attack does not go over the net for an error now for the Jaguars. The Jaguars now making errors, and our score now 7-5. Real quickly, Panthers go back on top. Griggs back with the serve from the right-hand side. Little floater. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Right side push, dug out by Garza. Kind of shanked it, though, off to the right side, though. She needs to get her feet moving there a little bit and get underneath that ball. So the point back to the Jaguars. That'll bring Golick now to the service line for the Jaguars. Our score now 7-6 in favor of the Panthers. Golick served to the back row. Nice save by Garza. Back over by McCool. Is he going to make it? No. McCool couldn't quite receive that serve. It went straight back. Garza made a great attempt to save it. McCool got back to McCool, but she couldn't get it back over the net. Golick back with the serve to the back row, and that ball will go out. So service error for the Jaguars, give the point right back to the Panthers. So it was tied 7-7. Now Panthers take the 1 point advantage, 8-7. Couple of rotation changes. Solis out, and I believe that is Alyssa Tholey in for Solis, and Megan Hahn is doing rotation change with Garza. Tholey with a serve to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars. Right side swing. Dug out by Griggs. Set up by Tholey. Left side attack by McCool. Going to be dug out by the Jaguars. Right side swing for the Jaguars. Cross court. That's going to go out. So a point for the Panthers on the cross court swing that goes out on the left side there. Tholey back at the service line. Tholey served to the back row. Dug out. Right side, little push shot by the Jaguars, and that's going to work for the Jaguars. Little one-handed push over the net, unable to be received by the Panthers. So 9-8 our score now in favor of the Panthers. Salinas now behind the service line for the Jaguars. Her serve to the middle back row, dug out by Tholey. Little roll shot over by Hahn. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Right side attack. I believe going to be called for a double for the Jaguars. The whistle blows. Double is called on Jaguars' set attempt. Give the point to the Panthers. So score now 10-8 in favor of the Panthers. That'll bring Spencer McCool to the service line. McCool serving from the left side. Serve goes to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Another double called on the setter there for the Jaguars. Another quick point for the Panthers without having to touch the ball. 11-8 our score now. Panthers go up by 3. McCool stays behind the service line, serving from the left side. McCool server, go to the back row, received by the libero. Going to be set up for a middle row back attack. And that's going to hit the floor. Nice swing there for the Jaguars. Back row attack by the Jaguars. Falls to the floor and give them the point. Our score now 11-9. Panthers still up by 2. Number 13, Clark, now serving for the Jaguars. The libero in the gray jersey. Clark's serve will be received by Hahn. Going to be set up by Griggs. Big swing by Hahn will find the floor. Kill for Hahn there. Bring the Panthers back up by 3. Our score now 12-9 in favor of the Panthers. Rotation change. Sanchez back in for the serving duties. Haley Mitchell will come out. Sanchez. Her serve will go to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Back row attack by the libero, received by McCool. Set up by Griggs. Left side attack by Hurtado. Going to be received by the Jaguars. Set up for a left side attack, but that does not go over the net. 4 will be called in the Jaguars, so they've hit the ball 3 times. It doesn't go over, so the 4 is called.
See if they can put a little separation between them now, Dwayne.
Absolutely. They need to start rolling right now, Jeff. Our score 13-9. Sanchez with receiving duties again. Her knuckleball will get to the back row. Back row attack again by the Jaguars. Received beautifully by Sanchez. Set up by Griggs. Left side attack by Hurtado. Two-handed set by the Jaguars. Nice kill by the middle hitter there for the Jaguars. So kill shot for the Jaguars to give them the point. Our score 13-10. Number 5, Heather Rodriguez for the Jaguars with the ball in the serving duties right now. Panthers lead by 3, 13-4. Rodriguez's serve into the net for a service error. Panthers get the point right back.
She looks like she's about to fall down when she hits.
She was really leaning forward, and I think that's what made her serve it into the net. So Panthers get the ball back. Rotation change. Tholey out. Solis back in. Hahn serving for the middle of the court. Hahn serve goes to the back row. Push back all the way across by the Jaguars. Push shot back over by Hurtado. Big swing by from the right side there by the Jaguars will fall out of bounds, and we'll give the point to the Panthers. 15-10 now. Panthers up by 5. Hahn back behind the serving line again. Received by the Jaguars. Left side swing. Huge swing by the Jaguars on the left side there. Goes off the arms of Hahn in the back row. And it'll give the point back to the Panthers. 15-11 is our score now. Rotation change. Hahn will come out now. And it looks like Cochran will come in. Katarina Cochran will come in now for the Panthers in the back row. Cochran with a nice dig from the serve there. Slide attempt by the Panthers will go out. Big swing again by Solis, but that's going to go back behind the back line and give the point right back to the Jaguars. 15-12 we're at score now. Coldaway now serving for the Jaguars. Coldaway serving from the right side. Goes to the back row, received by Cochran. Set up by Sanchez. Swing by Solis, received by the Jaguars. Ball back up by Hurtado, set by Sanchez. Big swing by Hurtado, though. The Jaguars receive it. Right side attack by the Jaguars, received by Cochran. Cochran puts it back over the net, but huge swing by the Jaguars for the kill. So our score now 15-13. Jaguars slowly getting themselves back into this game. Number 11, Coldaway now serving for the Jaguars. Their server go to the back row, received by Cochran. Going to be set up by Griggs. Left side swing by Solis. Gets put back over the net on her swing.
You know,
so
right
she
there,
swings it, the blocker hits it, and it comes back over on the Panther side, but it's out. Point
right
Panthers.
There, that was perfect execution. You know, you had everything you wanted. You had
Everything was set up nicely.
Pass, you had a nice set, and you had a good kill.
Exactly, Jeff. Hurtado serving for the Panthers, and that'll be a service error on Hurtado. That ball will go long. So point right back to the Jaguars. Score now 16-14 in this third set. Panthers up 2-0. Rotation change for the Jaguars. Mandy Jones now will go back behind the service line for the Jaguars. Her server go to the back row, received by Hurtado. Tight to the net. Griggs could not get to it to set it up. So it goes into the net, so the point right back to the Jaguars. Our score is 16-15. Jaguars clawing themselves back into this match here. Served by the Jaguars, received by Cochran. Slide play by the Panthers, hit by Solis, but received by the Jaguars. Set up for a left side attack. Nice dig by Hurtado. Going to be set up by Griggs. Left side attack by McCool will fall in for the kill. It'll go off one of the back row of the Jaguars, and it'll give them the kill. So our score 17-15. Panthers up by 2. Another rotation change. Sanchez will come out, and Coach Griggs will bring Cummings from the bench. Essence Cummings, number 17, now in the front row for the Panthers. It's off the bench. Cochran and Cummings now, and Tholey also this set for the Panthers. Served by Griggs, back over by the Jaguars. Going to be set up for a right side swing, but it's going to be a little push roll shot by Cummings. It's going to be set up for the Jaguars, and they cannot set it up, and that'll give the Panthers a point. So 18-15 our score. Floresville had enough of that, so they're going to call a timeout. Or 18-15 here in the third set. They're going to take a timeout. And you want to take a quick timeout, Jeff? We'll take a quick timeout between this 18-15 score, and we'll Panther Volleyball come right back to you.
The Medina Valley Broadcast Network. We lead, they follow. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. Double T Outfitters offers deer, dove, turkey, quail, and exotic hunts in Southwest Texas on over 20,000 low-fenced acres. They facilitate professional guide services, lodging, and fantastic meals while providing the best in Southwest hunting. Contact Double T Outfitters to find out details about their current package hunts. Contact owner Brett Ferguson at 210-413-1597 or online at doublethunting.com.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Volleyball. Panthers and Jaguars coming out of that timeout by the Jaguars. On the court for the Panthers is going to be Solis, Cummings, McCool, Hurtado, Cochran, and Griggs with the serving duties. Her server, middle floater to the back row. Going to be set up by the Jaguars. Right side attack. Dug out by Griggs. Back over the net by Solis. Set up for the Jaguars. Right side attack. Going to be dug out by Cochran. Set up by Griggs. Big swing by McCool. Nice save by the Jaguars. Free ball back over the net. Cochran with a dig again. Set up by Griggs. Another big swing by McCool. Dug out by the Jaguars. They try to tip it back over, but Solis wanted nothing to do with that. She back over the net, slammed it back down to the floor on the Jaguars side for a point for the Panthers. Our score now.
She said, you don't have to get out. Just get out of here.
19-15 our score now. Griggs with the serve to the back row, received by Libero. Going to be set up for a left side attack. Nice dig by Griggs. Put back in play by Cochran. Free ball back over the net by Hurtado. Jaguars going to try to set it up. Middle hit there, but blocked by Solis. Left side swing. Dug out nicely by Griggs. Back over the net by McCool. Going to set it up for a right side swing. Nice dig by McCool. Nice swing by Solis. Put back in play, though. Cummings with the dig. A little tapper over by Griggs, and that's going to fall in for – no, that's not going to fall in the point. I believe they're going to call a back row attack by Griggs.
Oh.
I believe when you're in the back row, when you come in front of the 10-foot line, you cannot leave your feet. I believe that's what Griggs did. Not sure that's the exact call, but that's what it looked like. So that'll be point for the Jaguars. 19-16 our score now. Number 2, Katie Golick now serving for the Jaguars. Her server go all the way. That'll be long. All the way past the back line. Point Panthers. So rotation changes for the Panthers. Tholey back in. Solis out. Hahn back in. Cochran out. Score 20-16. Panthers a 4-point advantage. Tholey now serving for the Panthers. Tholey serving left-handed. Ball to the back row. Set up by the Jaguars. Back row attack. Nicely dug out by Tholey. Set up by Griggs. Big swing by McCool. Back in the play by the Jaguars. Free ball over the net. Received by Hurtado. Set up by Griggs. Big swing by Hahn, but nice dig there for the Jaguars. Back over the nets. Little roll shot. Swing there by the libero for the Jaguars. Goes off one of the back row players of the Panthers and hits the court. So point for the Jaguars. Our score 20-17 here in this third set. Salinas with the serve. Dug out by Hurtado. Received by Hurtado. Put back in play by the Panthers. Free ball back over the net. Going to be set up for a right side attack. Nice dig by Griggs. Going to be set up by Tholey. Cummings with a big swing. Dug out nicely by the Jaguars. Right side attack by the Jaguars goes into the net and falls to the floor harmlessly without getting over. So that'll be point Panthers. Our score 21-17 now. McCool now behind the service line. McCool served to the back row, dug out by the libero. Real tight against the net.
Oh,
and Hahn tries to push it over, but a little bit too deep by Hahn, just outside the back line there. And that point will go.
Hahn really wanted to hammer that one.
Yes, she did.
Got caught off her feet.
That point goes to the Jaguars. Score now 21-18, I believe that's what it says. Yeah. Coach Griggs checking on a question there on the call. Nevertheless, Jaguars get it. Clark now serving for the Jaguars. Our server go to the back row, dug out by Hahn, set up by Griggs. Back to Hahn for a big swing in the middle there. Huge swing in the middle there by Hahn will get the point and the kill for the Panthers.
And Dwayne, that is what Megan wanted to do the last volley.
Yep.
She put that one straight down at the free throw line.
She put it straight down.
Actually, it was more like the three-point line there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Caught a lot. That ball was hammered. So rotation change. Cummings out. Sanchez back in. Sanchez serving. 22-18 in favor of the Panthers. Going to be set up. Free ball back over the net by the Jaguars. Set up by Griggs. Little right side push shot by Hurtado. Right side swing by the Jaguars. Gets to the back row. But put back over by the Panthers. And a little tip shot's going to fall to the floor. A little sneaky shot there by the Panthers is going to get a point. 23-18 now is our score. Sanchez serving again. Her serve will go into the net for a service error. It's 2 service errors for Sanchez tonight. 23-19. Panthers trying to finish off this set and the match here. Knight now serving for the Jaguars. Free ball back over the net by the Panthers. Right side tip by the Jaguars. Kept in play by the Panthers. Put back across by Griggs. Two-handed push shot that should have been called a double there. Pushed back over by Griggs again. Set up by the Jaguars. Right side swing will be blocked. Huge block by the front row of the Panthers. Not sure if that was Griggs or Hahn. I think it was Griggs, and that'll give the point to the Panthers. Not only we have set point here, we have match point by the Panthers, 24-19. Hahn behind the service line. Panthers trying to finish this off in 3. Hahn serve, little floater, gonna be dug out by the middle back person, but couldn't get it up enough on there to get it back for the next person to get over the net, and that's gonna do it. Just like that, Panthers win 25-19. So a scores of 25-21, 25-19, and 25-19 again. Panthers take this district match 3-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with some final thoughts on this match. Panther Volleyball will continue after these messages.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Tondre Gwynn Funeral Home in Castroville, Texas, has been providing funeral services to families in the Medina Valley and surrounding areas for many generations. Tondre Gwynn Funeral Home is proud to support the broadcast by the Medina Valley Broadcast Network for the athletes and students participating in this event. Go Panthers! Tondre Gwynn Funeral Home, Castroville, Texas. You may view obituaries at Tondre, Tondre-Gwynn, Guinn.com, or visit the Facebook page of Tondre Gwynn Funeral Home to view funeral notices. Here at Medina Valley Broadcast Network, we love all sports. We currently broadcast football, volleyball, basketball, softball, and baseball. We not only serve Medina Valley, we also can broadcast other schools in the area in multiple sports. If your business is interested in having us broadcast a single game or a season, and you want to be part of the action, contact Jeff Stivers at 830-931-4504 or email him at jeff@mvbn.net.
You gotta look at the guy next to you. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows you're gonna do the same for him.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Medina Valley High School Gymnasium. Welcome back to Medina Valley High School Gymnasium, where the Panthers just in dominant fashion took down the Floresville Jaguars in volleyball district play. 3-0. Looked really dominant tonight. Looking good in district play right now. With that win, the Panthers take sole possession of second place with a 6-1 record. Floresville, who was tied with them, now will drop down to a 5-2 record. So the Panthers looking really good overall. Now there are 22-13. Floresville will drop to 14-8. Still trailing behind Harlan, but we've got to play Harlan again. Harlan was the lone district loss for the Panthers so far this first round. They will be finishing up round 1 on Friday against Southside in Southside at 6 o'clock. So, Jeff, our second call for volleyball.
I think we got everything figured out, Dwayne. I promise we got everything figured out this time.
We got a little bit of a late start. We had some technical difficulties again. This new system is taking some learning to get to, but we actually like it better. I forgot to mention, a couple of things here. We had a packed house on the home side. It was packed. It was elbow to elbow, huge crowd. Never really got too dramatic as the early set stayed tied. The first and second set stayed tied till about the 12-point mark or whatever, and then Panthers kind of ran away with it after that. But they looked really good. The front row looked really good tonight. Back row did their job receiving passes and getting them set up for some huge kills. Kyla Solis did a great job today at the front row, her and Megan Hahn, and killing the ball, scoring a lot of points for the Panthers. Panthers probably need to just work on a few little things like service errors, and had a lot of balls early on. They went out on their attacks from the sides there. But other than that, they looked really good, and I guess that's kind of volleyball you want to be playing right now at this point in district competition.
Absolutely, and Medina Electric player of the game, Dwayne.
It's got to be Kyla Solis tonight.
Kyla Solis, in that second match, I think it was, she really stepped up and showed that she is the Division I signee out here on the floor, and that, they're going to only be as good as her this year. As big as she is, as tall as she is, and as strong as she is, she's got to dominate every game she comes out here.
She's got a lot of weight on her shoulders. She has to dominate.
That's exactly right. But if you're committed to a school like that and they think that much of you, well, you should come out here in a game like this and dominate it. And I think she did in that second set. And, we talk about her like that, but she's just a junior.
She is.
She's still young, and she's got a whole nother year. So we're blessed at Medina Valley to be able to have talent.
We are. We've got a couple of young ones in that starting rotation. Kyla Solis, we just talked about, is committed to Clemson University. But you also have Spencer McCool is playing as a sophomore, staying in the rotation the whole time. And she's doing it. She did a great job tonight also.
So the Medina Electric player of the game, congratulations to Kyla Solis. And we also want to thank, while we talk about McCool, is IMS Stainless Steel Fabrication, owners Brian and Ron McCool, as sponsors of one of the broadcast. And, Dwayne, we're excited. We're going to get rolling now. It's second half starts next week. We're going to broadcast a lot of the volleyball games. And, what a great start. If you can hold this and you finish one game behind Harlan at the end of this first half, you're still in control of your own destiny.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what's always important. As a coach, you always want to have that to preach to your kids. You want to let them know that no matter what the other team does, we're in control. What we do is what's going to determine how far we go. And so that's a great talking point for Coach Griggs and Coach Crisp on the football side. And so Medina Valley in control of their own destiny, and a lot of good things are happening.
Well, speaking of football, we have Jared Lucky and Morris Stein, who typically call our games for us. This Friday, though, we will not have Jared Lucky. We will have another announcing crew helping out. Jared Lucky will be getting married here real shortly, and he's taking some time off. Congratulations to him and his fiancée. So I believe you're going to fill in for Jared. So it'll be Jeff Stivers and
you're going to fill in for me, right?
And Maury Steins.
You got to have a statistician.
I will probably be up in the press box with y'all. If Jeff screws up too bad, I'll take the headset off of him and I'll start talking for him. Of course, he's our resident football expert.
Expert. Well,
sure. Anyway, we'll be doing more volleyball games. We got more volleyball and skate games coming up now that we're getting hot and heavy in the district play. Just to finish it up, Medina Valley takes a dominant 3-0 match here against the Floresville Jaguars. They'll be playing Southside in Southside at 6 o'clock on Friday and be following it up by October 1st, second round of district play. We'll start up with the Uvalde. So, in saying that, we didn't even introduce ourselves. So this is Dwayne Garza for Jeff Stivers. We're going to sign off for you tonight, and we'll see you next time. God bless and good night.
Thank you, North Park Chevrolet, for being a title sponsor once again.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you all next time.